In this video, I am going to show you 5 science-backed ways to reverse your thyroid with the right foods, right movement, and the one lifestyle factor that people completely ignore. Whether you are recently diagnosed or you have been taking medication for years, by the end of the video, you will have a clear plan. I want to explain two things. There are two types of thyroid issues, that is hypothyroidism and second is hyperthyroidism. So in hyperthyroidism, as the name is indicating, your thyroid gland becomes hyperactive, and in hypothyroidism, your thyroid gland becomes underactive. In this video, we'll mainly talk about the remedies of hypothyroidism. So you take your Thyronorm medication every single morning, empty stomach, 30 minutes before your morning tea, right? And your doctor says your TSH is normal, but you're still tired, fatigued, exhausted. You are wondering that you are even taking medications and still experiencing these symptoms. But what if I told you that your medication is managing your thyroid? It is not healing the thyroid. And there are 5 specific changes that can actually heal it depending on how long you have had it. So let's discuss first how hypothyroidism develops. So let me explain it simply, because once you know that how it works, the 5 steps will make complete sense. Think of your thyroid gland as a hormone factory. The factory has one job: to produce hormones that run almost every function of your body. Your metabolism, your energy, your skin, your mood, your periods, all of it. Now, what does this factory need to produce its products? Two things. That first is iodine and second is amino acid tyrosine. The factory, that is the thyroid gland, combines them to make two hormones, T4 and T3. T4 is the stored form and T3 is the active form that our body usually uses. T4 gets converted into T3 mainly in your liver, and that requires selenium. Now here's where it gets interesting. Brain is the manager of this factory. The pituitary gland, located at the base of the brain, keeps checking, is enough thyroid present in the blood? The answer is no. Then it sends a signal to TSH, that is thyroid stimulating hormone, telling the thyroid gland, that is the factory, to produce more. And if the answer is yes, it says relax and slow down. That is why your doctor checks your TSH. High TSH means factories struggling, and low TSH means factories overproducing the hormone. Now, what causes the thyroid gland to underperform? Mostly it's Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And this is the most common cause of hypothyroidism. Barely anyone explains this to the patients because the treatment protocol of hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's thyroiditis is almost the same. So what is Hashimoto's thyroiditis? It is an autoimmune condition in which our own immune cells mistakenly attack the thyroid gland. Imagine the factory is working fine, they're sending more workers to break the machines inside. So that's the Hashimoto's. And to know if you have hypothyroidism because of Hashimoto's, you can check that with NT-TPO test. If you have Hashimoto's, the thyroid medication, that is Thyronorm, you are taking replaces the hormone, but it does nothing to the immune system that is being attacked. That is what these 5 changes will fix. So we get into the 5 steps. Does any of this sounds familiar to you? Feel tired even after 8 hours of sleep. The weight is going up even when you are eating the same thing. Hair is falling more than usual. You feel cold when everyone else in the room is fine. Periods have become irregular or very scanty. Just feel slow. Your brain has a lag. These all are the classic signs of hypothyroidism. And they happen because when your thyroid gland becomes underactive, your metabolism slows down. Every system in your body runs at half speed. And the good news is most of this is reversible. First way is to see what to eat carefully. Number 1 is soy foods. So high consumption of soya milk, tofu or processed soy can interfere with thyroid hormone production. Number 2 is cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. They contain compounds called goitrogens, can slow down thyroid hormone synthesis. Cooking or steaming them breaks down these compounds significantly. So cooked cauliflower, it's completely fine. And number 3 is processed food, white bread, fine products in excess. All about what foods to take with caution. Next comes some superfoods that can help with hypothyroidism. First is Brazil nut. You can take 1 Brazil nut per day, as it contains selenium that helps in the conversion of T4 to T3. Second is eggs, especially the yolk part, as it contains tyrosine, selenium and B vitamins. Third is spinach, that is rich in magnesium and also helps in the conversion of T4 to T3. Fourth is coriander, that is extremely beneficial. It is rich in vitamin C and beta carotene, protecting thyroid tissue from oxidative stress. And last is coconut oil or coconut slice, as it contains medium chain triglycerides, which can help manage your fatigue and sluggish metabolism. This was all about what foods to avoid and what foods to take. But food alone will not solve the issue. The next step surprises most people. That is, your thyroid and movement are deeply connected. Regular physical activity, even 30 minutes of walk daily, improves thyroid hormone sensitivity. Strength training, even 2 to 3 days a week, can boost your metabolism. Can't do cardio or strength training, even yoga can be a wonderful option. It not only stimulates thyroid gland but also manages the stress. The first step is most convincing. Science behind it is impossible to ignore. That is chronic stress. Is the most underrated triggers of hypothyroidism. When you are stressed, your body produces cortisol. So high cortisol directly reduces the conversion of T4 to T3. Remember we talked about the two hormones? Along with chronic stress comes irregular sleep. Disrupted sleep disrupts the circadian rhythm, affects when and how your thyroid hormones are released. Oversleep also increases autoimmune activity, meaning Hashimoto is getting worse. Prescription here is simple but non-negotiable. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, management through yoga, journaling, or whatever works for you. And another thing I want to be very clear, do not stop your medication without consulting your doctor. But here's what is possible. If you are recently diagnosed with hypothyroidism and you are implementing these 5 changes consistently, many people are able to reduce their dose significantly and in some cases get off medication completely. And if you have been on Thyronorm for many years, these changes can still reduce your dose over time, improves your symptoms dramatically, and slows the progression. Main thing that your quality of life can be improved. Summarize these 5 ways. First is know your caution food, that is soy, raw cruciferous vegetables, refined foods, etc. Second is add these thyroid superfoods, Brazil nuts, eggs, spinach, coriander, legumes. Third is move your body, walk, strength training, yoga, whatever works for you. Fourth is manage your stress. Last is protect your sleep because cortisol is silently working against you. I hope it was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.